Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th to everyone. I have some important information I want to share with all the directors and staff concerning our 0.1% proposal. As you all know, last summer at our summer conference, July at our summer conference, we passed a resolution to explore trying to get dedicated funding for the state association or for soil and water districts across the state. The proposal that we kind of settled on to go after first to see if we could make it work is the 0.1% on a sales tax. As we've tried to keep an eye out for a good time to bring this forward, the lobbyists and the people that I've been talking with have suggested that not to basically raise the level of trying to go after this 0.1% unless it looked like there was a real chance for a budget proposal. So that is why I want to talk to you today. What's happened since the new General Assembly was seated? Actually, even in the lame duck session, the Illinois Senate has actually proposed a bipartisan budget. It's obviously a long way from actually becoming law, but there have been indications from the governor's office that bipartisan budget that the Senate has been working on could be a framework for a comprehensive budget deal. Again, the lobbyists and the people that I've been I've been leaning on, shall we say, for guidance on this issue, seem to think there is a real chance that there could be a comprehensive budget. And the discussion that we've had on this, that whenever there looked like a good chance of a comprehensive budget, then that was time to push our 0.1% proposal. So that time is now. How do we do this? How do we actually try to get something like this passed? Well, I don't pretend to be an expert on this by any means, but I have been talking to all of our partners. All of our partners are aware that we passed this 0.1% at our July summer conference. So they're aware that this is something we're interested in. They are aware that Missouri, Iowa, and Minnesota all are using have sales tax in place that benefit conservation and soil and water conservation districts. So again, relying on advice of others, they have suggested that now's the time to raise the level of this, to actually start talking about it, to solicit specific support, not just talk about it with our partners, but solicit their specific support. And in my conversations with partners and our partners from the environmental community, our supporters from the environmental community, they all agree that no matter what you think of Farm Bureau, that we must have their support before there's really any chance of us passing this. So gaining the support of the Illinois Farm Bureau Board seems to me to be our first step. So how do we gain the support of the Illinois Farm Bureau Board? As I say, I've had multiple discussions with Rich Gieberts, Mark Eppharts, and we've talked about this several times. I have never actually gone to the level of saying, will you support this? So I do not know whether the Illinois Farm Bureau Board will say yes or no, but we need to find out. And the Farm Bureau Board is meeting this coming week, January 18th to the 20th. And what I'm suggesting, what I'm asking for, what I'm pleading for is that all of our directors and staff, especially Farm Bureau members, make the call to your district director. Every county has a district director who is elected, who represents their county on the Illinois Farm Bureau Board. And so what I'm asking is that everyone make those calls to their district director before January 18th, which we all know is just next Wednesday. So timing is critical on this. We need to call each of us need to call our directors and ask them to support, for Illinois Farm Bureau support in going after this 0.1%. I don't have to remind anyone of our directors and staff how much districts have suffered through this funding suspension. The idea of going back to the general revenue fund year after year and trying to squeeze some dollars out of that general revenue fund is untenable almost. We all know what that's like and how likely it is to get better. So I don't want to raise any level of saying what our chances are of actually getting this done. I know our chances are low, but we do have a chance, and now is the time. Our first step, again, as I want to reemphasize, no matter what you think of Farm Bureau, or whether you think Farm Bureau should have anything to do with soil water conservation districts, isn't the point. Right now, we need to ask for their support and ask them to specifically support this 0.1% proposal. If we don't get their support, I need to emphasize this also. If we do not get their support, our effort will end. Right now, there's no reason for us to use our valuable time, our valuable volunteer time and resources to continue to go after this 0.1% if we can't get the Illinois Farm Bureau to support us this time. And so that is why I'm asking everyone to make these calls. And if you know someone who might happen to be a personal friend of their district director, ask them to make the call also. If we don't take action, each one of us don't take action, it's going to be this is our future. And if we don't take action, then we are going to be susceptible to whatever we get. So now is our time to go after this and give it our best shot. I don't want to raise expectations real high that this is likely, but it is possible. So please take action. I will be including some talking points along with this podcast. And if you have questions, please call me. But find someone who knows your district director. Find other Farm Bureau members that are willing to make the call, but ask for their support. I haven't come to our people across the state to ask for anything for a while. And if we're successful getting the support of our partners, I will be coming back to you asking then for our next step to go on and talk to legislators. But for now, I want to thank everyone for their conservation efforts that have been going on through these many months of funding suspension. And it's gone on way too long, and this is our chance to at least make an attempt to change the equation, change away from the way where we've been, and And so I really, really, really ask people to get in, take this opportunity and go after it, and we'll hope for the best. So thank you for your efforts, and I will keep you informed, and call me if you have questions.